What is up, everybody? Mr. Purtis here, hanging out in the hallways of West Hampton Beach, trying to hide and find somewhere quiet. Where in the world is Mr. Purtis? Welcome to Unit 4.1. We're doing imperialism causes today. This is our next unit. So, kind of the intro unit, as we do with these all units, is what led to it, what caused it, what's the historical circumstances, as we've been talking about with CRQ. So, I just want to hop right into this, try and get this going before someone interrupts me walking down the hallway here. So, first thing, imperialism, a huge topic. It's going to be a cause of World War I and really a cause of a lot of problems in the 20th century that we'll get to. Imperialism just means it's industrialized countries, especially in Europe and the United States, a little bit of Canada, going out and conquering other regions of the world. So these industrialized, strong countries that have gone through the Industrial Revolution, better weapons, a whole bunch of big things that they can go out and conquer people with, are going to go conquer other people in the world. And not only are they going to conquer them, but they are going to force their beliefs on them. And the example I want to use for you, just to kind of put this in perspective as we move forward, is think in terms of like if, for example, China came in and conquered the United States, which is so hard for us even to imagine, but they come in and they force their beliefs on us. So force us to practice their economic system, force us to speak Chinese, force us to do the things that make them Chinese and that culture Chinese, and force it on the United States. And that's very similar to what the Europeans and the US are going to do. So they're going to go out and conquer places, and they're really going to conquer almost the entire globe for the most part. So a few causes here. I like to use this term or this acronym NERDS. It's just an easy way to remember there are four causes and that each one stands for a different letter here. So the N in NERDS stands for nationalism. And there's this belief that you need to prove your country's the best. So you are going to try and take over more countries than your competition. For example, if I'm Britain and you're France, and you're France and you conquer somewhere, and we don't like each other, and you conquer one place, I'm going to try and conquer two. And when I conquer two, you're France, you're going to be like, I got to conquer another thing. So we're going to constantly trying to prove that we are the better country by taking over more places, which is nationalism. And again, nationalism goes back to what we talked about in the last unit, where it can either be pride in your country or the desire to have your own country. So that's the nationalism piece. E is economic reasons. We've gone through the Industrial Revolution in Britain. We want to go out and we want to sell our products to new markets, to new places. And if we conquer places, we can force those people to buy our products. So if we're making a ton of shirts in our factory, we can force the people of, say, for example, India, when we conquer them, to buy our stuff. Also, we want natural resources. We need more resources for our factories. We need more things like cotton, and we like tea and sugar and all these things. And if we can get access to these things, we can use them to further industrialize and make our country money. Number three is religion. So again, NERDS, nationalism. E, economic motivations. R is religion. A lot of these European countries have this belief that they need to go out and to spread Christianity, that there are people out in the world who don't know Christianity, and therefore it is only right, if you believe that people who are not converted to Christianity go to hell, to convert these people to Christianity. So it's a very much like this ethnocentric, the belief that you know best for other people and that your beliefs are the best, but they're going to go out and try and spread Christianity to non-believers. And the last piece, which is our really, really racist piece, there's a racist piece to all this. We have the religion part, the money part, the pride in your country part, but the last part is our racist part, which is Darwinism or social Darwinism. And social Darwinism is the belief, if you know anything about Darwinism, it's the idea that the stronger animals survive, the weaker animals get killed, and that is the circle of life, Hakuna Matata. And the idea is that through this evolution and through survival of the fittest, the racist piece to this is they're going to take Darwin's theory and say the more evolved people have lighter skin, and the less evolved people have darker skin. And it's the duty, it's the job of people who are civilized. Okay, again, this is racist, civilized, to go out and help out other people and to civilize the non-civilized people. Part of this is called the white man's burden, that the white person, again, this is so racist, I can't even believe I have to say this, but the white person is supposed to go out and to civilize the non-white people. And this theory is going to motivate people to say, if your skin color is different and if it's darker, you're less civilized. And this is the root of racism in this time period. It's also the root of racism in the 20th century, that when we get to, for example, Hitler and the Nazis, they use this theory to believe that they're superior to all other races, specifically the Germanic people, the German people. So this is going to be a motivating force, and I don't want to ignore this. You're going to see this come up as we go forward in this unit, where there's some really horrible things that they do because they view these people as less than human or as beneath them in terms of Darwin and the theory of evolution. So what this all means for people, what the importance of this is that these Europeans and the people from the United States or the government of the United States are going to go out and conquer these other places and conquer people. And they're either going to end up running them, and we're going to go through this as we get through this unit, direct control, meaning they fully run the government, meaning that the British will come in and totally take over the government and and run it as if they're the British. Or we also have indirect control where they keep local people in charge, but they have to answer to the Europeans. So there's kind of two different ways we're going to see this. Some colonies are going to get controlled directly, where they have to answer right to the British or to the French or to the Germans or to the Americans, whoever. And then sometimes it's indirect control where we keep the local people in charge, but they still have to respond back. So that's a quick thing. Luckily, no one interrupted me. Good luck trying to figure out where I am. If you realize it, let me know. 5 extra points on the next test. Try and figure it out. Good luck. I'm out. Questions, let me know. Bye.